And welcome back to everybody on the rest of and to another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. And yeah, a big episode of Collision today with some big matches, including Konosuke Takeshita defending the International Championship against Shibata. The show kicked off with the in-ring return of Samoa Joe taking on Nick Wayne, as well as Tony Storm and Mariah May in a kind of segment, but the show opened up with the Patriarchy, Storm, Mariah May and Joe hyping up tonight's action before we got Joe versus Hook. And yeah, Joe won with a muscle buster to score the victory. It was just plain fun. Joe looked like he hasn't missed anything at all and completely dominated Wayne. A great way to kick off the show, really. Really highlighting Joe's dominance, and hopefully it continues and he gets the push he deserves. 6 out of 10. A video package then played recapping Wednesday's Austin segment with Ospreay and Omega, and yeah, can't wait to see where that's going to land before the next match was Okada against Commander. Okada got the win with a Rainmaker to score the win, and Jack Okada shaked Commander's hand before attacking from behind. The champ versus champ match was very much delivered. I wish Commander would be given more match in AEW that he could win or put on a more consistent basis, but no matter who AEW kind of puts him with, he delivers every time. Okada's still riding away from momentum from the Classic, and I'm curious to see what's next for him in terms of actual storyline. And in the parking lot of Daily's Place, Powerhouse Hobbs and Big Bill met up in a two-man brawl until they're separated by security. Big Boom and AJ and Big Justice are backstage with Lexi here before they can really say anything. They're interrupted by the Undisputed Kingdom. Adam Cole does the boom with AJ and Big Justice before making their way to the ring in a fun little segment, and they were taking on Daniel Garcia, Danny Magic and Cool Hand Ange. The finish of the match saw Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong hit high low on Cool Hand Ange, and O'Reilly scored the pinfall victory for his team. Shane Taylor Promotions were watching the match in the first row, weren't impressed, and the two teams took hands after the match. It was a fun match. Not really surprised that the Kingdom went over to give Garcia some new challenges in the coming weeks. I'm honestly more curious about the disappearance of Mac Taven and Mike Bennett. Where did they go? They're not with the group anymore, and yet what happens? It's kind of something that we should all know. So yeah, I'll give it 7 out of 10 nonetheless. We then hear from Max Caster whining about Bowens and Gunn walking out on him last week. Caster says he wants to start an open challenge to prove he's the best wrestler alive. As long as it involves him getting squashed every week, I'm all for it. But yeah, we should get some good matches for that. Top Flight and Layla Gray are backstage with Lexi there. Dante Martin's upset that Leo Rush and Andretti aren't there. Darius Martin is upset with Dante for letting Rush into the group in the first place. Darius challenges Leo to a match at some point in the future. So yeah, definitely some tensions there, and I think that could really make it interesting. So Tony Schiavone is then in the ring and brings out Mariah May and Tony Storm. Mariah May says when she looks at her, she sees nothing because she sees nothing. May says Storm is a joke and me. May says the fans laugh at her and then forget about her. Mariah says she never cared about Tony and that she's just the easiest pawn she used to dominate the entire game. May says if she has to remind her again in Australia, so be it, because she'll get off her humiliating her in her hometown. Storm says she's Mariah's biggest fan and that she's an amazing and an inspiration, and one day wants to be like Mariah and hugs her. May mockingly pots her before slapping her across the face. May clocks Storm with the title before whipping her away. Security and rest eventually get May off. Storm heads back to the ring, but Storm returns to her timeless persona and she hasn't forgotten, and everything May has done to her will make her feel forever. Storm says this is her moment and says she will put in a performance of a lifetime and is going to rip Mariah's tits off. Yeah, an awesome segment. Telling us Tony's back. You love to see it, and yeah, can't wait to see where it all goes, but this is great stuff. Brody King and Buddy Matthews then defeated the Gates of Agony with them hitting the double team corner move on Bishop Khan. Brody King scored the pinfall win. The new stable is now confirmed as the Hounds of Hell. A good match, I think. We kind of wanted more of a dominant win for King and Matthews in their first night of a new stable name, but it is what it is. At least they won. The fans need to enjoy it. I think we'll get a bigger statement here from what we got. Big Boom, AJ and Big Justice then backstage with Lexi and Harley Cameron. Looks like they're going to sing a song together before they're interrupted by Deonna and Taya, who make fun of Cameron for not winning any matches. Peraza, who says she'll win the Fatal 4-Way and earn her title shot on Dynamite. The match is next. Roster and Penelope Ford backstage with Lexi there. Ford challenges Rosters for a future match. The two women trading slots back and forth. They don't specifically reveal when the match will take place, but yeah, lots of building to this TBS Championship 1 contender match between Perazzo, Amanata, Sakazaki and D. But the finish of the match saw Cameron get involved, which led to Sakazaki getting to Perazzo in a roll-out to score the win. I enjoyed the match, and overall I thought it was good, but seriously, what is AEW doing with Perazzo? She's literally one of the best women's wrestlers in the world, and they aren't utilising her at all. I don't really get what the company's doing with her and Ty right now, and it's something that really needs to be corrected sooner rather than later and really taken advantage of. So yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The Hounds of Hell are then backstage with Lexi there. Matthews says when these hounds bark, they bark together. Okada is shown laughing off to the side, and he's confronted by Matthews. Okada tells Buddy to bark like like a bitch. Matthew tells him to put the Continental Championship on the line against him. Okada says no. Matthews then say he must mean he's a bitch, and upset Okada yells that he's no rich. And yeah, that'll be a great match whenever we got it. Big Bill is then in the ring, calls out Hobbs. Hobbs comes out in 2-man brawl. They continue into the back park. Bill takes a bloody Hobbs over the commentator's table and hits him with several chairs several times. Bill tries to hit him in the head with a brick, but Hobbs kicks him low twice and hits him with belly-to-belly suplex off stage and through some tables below. This is great stuff. Two big men going at it, and you love to see it. A vignette airs then of the Don Callis family. Callis speaks on the new alliance between Omega and Ospreay, and he teases a new member of his group. So yeah, be intriguing to see who that is. And in our main event, Takeshita taking on Shibata for the international title, with Takeshita hitting Shibata with a Raging Fire for the win. And he celebrates with Callis as the show goes off the air. Fun match, kind of changing of the guard, and that's exactly what it is, really. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Number 1 for Takeshita, and he looks increasingly good. Overall, Collision gets a 7 out of 10 from me. The continued baffling booking of Deonna Purrazzo as well. This was a great episode of Collision. We had lots of good matches and some good storyline advancements. The Tony Storm segment with Mariah stood out as a particular highlight, but this was a very strong episode of Collision, and hopefully we get more episodes like this coming soon. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.